Raise your hand if you've gone onto the internet looking for answers to a medical concern or problem. Have you ever
Most
read
people
anything
have, right?
online? Most of us have.
Yeah.
Well, what about this? Would you post a photo of your private parts in hopes that a stranger could diagnose your STD?
No.
People are doing it. People are turning to Reddit to figure out what's wrong down there instead of relying on their doctor. More than 10,000 members are asking questions with detailed photos of bumps, lumps, and rashes in their genital areas. There have been 17,000 posts since 2010, and it's becoming more and more popular to bring these questions online. 20% of users came to the site seeking a second opinion after receiving a diagnosis from a medical professional. Joins today via Skype is urologist and the author of The Penis Book, Dr. Aaron Spitz.
Hi, Dr. Spitz.
Hey,
Hello,
everybody.
Doc.
Thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
Let's talk about the dangers of people going online and sharing photos of their genitals to get a diagnosis.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, this means a whole different level of viral video, doesn't it?
Yeah, seriously.
No, but seriously, I mean, the danger is there's a lot more at stake than the typical DIY fixes so many people go to the internet for. I mean, this isn't about how to get a stain out of your shirt. Sometimes the answers are right. If the answers are not right, and often they aren't, a STD that normally could be easily treated can fester and grow into a much more serious problem, like a life-threatening infection, even cancer, and in some cases, even death. So this is not the right place to trust such very serious issues with, not to mention the fact that untreated STDs can continue to propagate and spread throughout the population. And we're at a point right now where STDs are at an all-time high around the world and in the United States.
Yeah,
Well-
I mean, the 20 million cases of STDs, according to the CDC, correct? And about half of those
That's
are in
correct.
young people, 15
That's
to 24.
in America alone.
Yeah, in
There's
the US.
a million cases a day globally.
What's so fascinating is that what the intro and some of the statistics are is that 20% of people on these forums are actually getting a second opinion when they've already been diagnosed by a medical professional, correct?
This is true.
So
Well,
what do
I
you
think
think
in
is
some of these
driving that,
cases-
that they would be second guessing an actual medical professional? I understand if you don't have access to a physician
Right.
or the timeliness that you get such a fast response online. But what I'm trying to wrap my mind around is that 20% who've
assure
already
you-
been diagnosed. What do you think, Dr. Spitz?
Well, I can assure you there's not a lot of medical experts hanging around on this site. So it's not as if you're going to go and get a higher order level of expertise. I think a lot of these people are in denial and want somebody else to tell them, no, your doctor must be wrong, you're probably okay. And that's probably where some of this second guessing comes from, because when you see the doc and you're told, yeah, you have this, you may not like that conclusion, but you need to get it treated. And the good news is that the vast majority of STDs really can be treated straightforwardly if picked up quickly and addressed quickly. And even for those that aren't curable, so many of them now can be maintained in a way that's no longer life-threatening, like HIV. But, you know, this is an opportunity, I think, for medical professions to provide good information online where people can get at it. Not a substitute for a medical encounter, but perhaps reach people where they are so they can get the information they need so they're no longer embarrassed and come in and get the care they need.
I would encourage everyone, if you're concerned, to go to the doctor, because what is really cool is you look at someone like Dr. Spitz, he takes care of STDs quite often, frankly. So he's not going to judge you. If it's your obstetrician gynecologist, they're not going to judge you. Your primary care doctor, there will be no judgments. There will just be acknowledgement, okay, you're having a problem. Let's figure out what it is. Let's try to make you feel better and get you the right diagnosis. Fear should have no place when it comes to sexually transmitted diseases unless you ignore it. Dr. Spitz, really appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Aaron, by the way, you cured me. I'm doing much better.
See you on Reddit.
But I would add here that STDs are no joke, even though there are more treatments available than ever. This whole idea of just concealing, hiding, being afraid, maybe posting online, that's not going to cut it. Make sure you get an accurate diagnosis.